this vehicle's 10 years older than Grand Theft Auto 5. Oh, that's cool. I went .001 miles an hour around that turn and rolled it. Oh, a Cayman. Not even close. I need to see your train tickets. I'm jacked off me ass, SpongeBob.
This is war, Mitchell.
Take this bad Larry all the way down. Welcome, Hoarders. Here to be playing some more Grand Theft Auto 5, and in today's episode, I decided I'm going to recreate a full 10-car garage of cars from Grand Theft Auto Vice City that happen to be in Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm basically going to do it in the order of which they're laid out. I decided the first two are going to be gang vehicles because the Cuban, what do you call it, Hermes. The Cuban Hermes and the Voodoo. The Voodoo, I don't think it really is classified as a gang vehicle, but it's literally one color. You cannot change it. And then we have the Burrito, which there's the Burrito in Vice City and the burrito, or the gang Burrito. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this to look quite like the gang Burrito, so I might have to bail and do a regular Burrito, which is still okay because it has the light bars and all that stuff. Then there's a couple easier ones that I don't think are going to be all that interesting to do, like the Blista Compact. Mostly it's going to be color and rims, and that's basically it. Same thing, I think, with the Infernus. And the Sabre GT, or, well, it's the Sabre Turbo on here. On there they had the Sabre and the Sabre GT. Then we have the Sentinel, which, again, that's probably not going to be much we can really do with it. Then we have the Declasse, which is one of the vehicles that you will only see in the game if you've done the, I believe it's the second list of cars, because the first list of cars, you get the Sentinel on there. And then you get the Declasse, then you get the no, not the Landstalker. What am I thinking? The Sand King, and then you get the, like, NASCAR vehicle. Then we have the Phoenix, which is probably going to be another easy one, and the Cheetah. All vehicles from Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Let's get started over here with I decided to go with the Cuban Hermes instead of the standard Hermes. But let's head over to a garage and start working on it. Okay, let's get her started. There are a couple things with this that I know we're not going to be able to change, which really sucks, to be completely honest. We can't do anything with the side exhaust, and we can't do anything about the rear tail lights because it has these vertical tail lights, which in the original Hermes there were only, I believe, 3 like short horizontal ones, so we can't really do anything about that. Okay, I'm not going to be worrying about armor or like non-visual things. This is basically going to be strictly visual stuff. Starting with the front bumper. This is a vehicle I already had, and I plan on actually buying a second one to make it look like how it currently does. This one's going to be a little more difficult because the original has 3 horizontal bars in the grill. And this kind of looks, yeah, that one's going to have to be the closest one that we're going to be able to get to on this, unfortunately. Rear bumper. Yeah, we're probably going to have to go with the smoothed rear.
That's a beauty right there.
Engine, exhaust. See, this is where the exhaust is kind of annoying, because on the original you have side dump exhaust, which I would prefer because that's so much more like the original. So I am going to just go a little off with this one and do the wide chrome tips. That way it's not stock at least. And also, we're going to, let me see, because I honestly... Yeah, we have to get rid of that. There's not going to be any chrome. I was thinking we were going to be doing the arches on it instead. Now, what we're going to want is right there, the classic Hermes. That's expensive. That's 20 grand. And then when we get to respray, we got to do classic black. This thing's going to look great. This is the one I really wanted to do. Basically, this car alone is what got me started on the idea of doing this, because there's so many cars from that game that, like, basically this and the Voodoo are, like, so iconic to Vice City that I just wanted to do this. Now, okay, around the windows, the original does have chrome, so we're going to leave that alone for secondary. Arch covers. Now, this one actually caught me off guard. The original does not have arch covers. The arches do come down a little bit more than they are on here right now, but they do have arch covers. Or the arch covers are removed on the original. I'm not going to touch a suspension or transmission or turbo. Wheels, I think I already basically have them to the closest thing we can get with the old style dog dish wheels, but I'm gonna have to, because these are lowrider chrome. Yeah, I went with the classic rod. I'm gonna have to keep those ones, but with the tire design, I'm gonna have to go back to stock because they do not have white wall tires on this. I'm gonna check. Yeah, we do have bulletproof. Windows, the older cars really never had much of a tint, so I'm gonna probably keep these with none. And that's the first one already done. Oh, it's so cool to see a car from like a much, literally, wait, this game came out 2013, so this vehicle's 10 years older than Grand Theft Auto 5. Oh, that's cool. I went 0.001 miles an hour around that turn and rolled it. That's something different. Okay, let's go grab the Voodoo then. Okay, this one I actually had to come to Benny's to do, mostly because there's a lot more customization options here.
What am I doing for you?
I think probably the most difficult thing about this is going to be matching the color, because there, like I said, there is only one color in Vice City that you can actually make this vehicle. Okay, we're looking at the bumpers right now. See, the problem is on my picture, which I'm going to have the pictures up, and each of these, I'm going to have to go with the one that was already on it. Chassis, arch covers. The original has no arch covers, and I believe it also no aerials. So we're going to have to go with none on that bad Larry. Trim. What kind of trim does this even have? It looks like all chrome. Yeah, it's just one big chrome piece down the side. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep it with that. Tank, I'm not gonna worry about tank. No curb feelers, that wasn't a thing back then. I mean, in the real 60s, yes, it was a thing, but not as far as Vice City goes. All that stuff's just under the hood, and you're not gonna see it anyway. Visual type stuff. I actually don't recall what type of rear exhaust this has. Every picture I'm seeing doesn't even show exhaust on this. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to go with stock exhaust. Because that one, oh yeah, that's cut off right in the middle. Yeah, let's go with stock. Because everything I'm seeing is not showing any type of exhaust whatsoever. Some of the later colors might actually have what I'm looking for. Not quite brown. It's gonna have to be one of these, but like it's like a brownish red is what I'm kind of looking for. I might have to do metallic, pick a red, and then add some type of brown to it. Honestly, this is like the closest looking, the garnet red, because it's not quite, actually, Cabernet looks even closer. Yeah, we're gonna have to go with Cabernet red. That by itself's really close. What is the secondary even on this? Oh, that's just the seat, so I'm not gonna worry about them. Trunk, turbo, wheels. Now, wheels, again, they're just the standard dog dish ones. Benny, no, I'm not gonna go Benny's, because that's gonna be a lot more expensive for the exact same thing. We're gonna go with right there. Which actually, the original wheels on this vehicle would have been like the same thing anyhow. Okay, we got all the seats done. That looks a lot closer now. That's basically all you can do with that. So now we can go pick up the burrito. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna look for is what we can do with the hood, and if there's any other liveries, because that will basically decide if we're gonna do the standard burrito or the gang burrito. Can we actually remove this? No. Okay, so we're gonna have to go with, I'll show right now just the difference between the gang burrito and the standard burrito. In Vice City, the gang burrito just has some like graffiti on the sides of it. A teddy bear strapped to either the roof behind the light bars or on the grill at the front. There's not really a whole lot of difference to it. That and then like all the door panels and stuff are like matte black, which that's why I was looking for the hood options, because there's no hood options for this to change anything to matte black. So we're gonna start with bull bars. There is no bull bar on any of the ones that I've seen on Vice City. So I guess we're gonna have to really, I think I'm gonna go with the stock one, to be completely honest. Bumpers, you can go primary or secondary. I might have to do secondary to get some of the stuff chrome. Let's go first, because this will make things easier on us, is to just pick our primary color. I'm wondering if that side stripe thing is going to be an issue. That looks... I was going to say galaxy blue, but dark blue looks closer, I think. Nah, galaxy blue's closer. Okay, our secondary color, that's for the side stripe. That's the thing I don't like. Because on the gang burrito, it's all one color. Or on the standard burrito, it's all one color. So we're probably going to have to go do the same secondary as the primary, which I think's gonna mess up a couple of things. As far as we were on the bumper. What? They're actually very slightly different. I'm gonna just keep the stock one though. Rear bumper. That's the same thing. That's weird that it lifts it up though. Engine, not gonna worry about them. Exhaust. Now, this is where it's interesting. Okay, the gang burrito, I had to re-look this up. The gang burrito has the dual side exhaust like this, which I would like to have those on this, but we're doing the standard burrito, which does not have that type of exhaust, which is very unfortunate. But we're gonna go with, let's go with the dual shotgun exhaust. Grill. What is the difference here? Okay, stock, primary, and secondary. We're gonna have to go with stock. Normally it would be chrome, but the only way, it's either have that as chrome and the side and the wing as chrome, which I think that's gonna take away from the look. And there's enough chrome on this grill already to kind of hide that. I didn't do the plate yet. That's like my signature. Already resprayed roof. We can pick the different visors that they have. So it's basically stock, well, black or painted. Which it doesn't even look like there is one on it on the original. So I am going to get a painted one to kind of hide that also. Spoiler, the original has a single. Yeah, there's just a single spoiler on the top. It's not dual like that one, so we're going to leave that alone. And then wheels are pretty much the only other thing. So we're going to have to go to, because there's no, like, I don't think there's any vehicles on the game that have white wall tires. I'm going to go with, let me see if they have the ones I'm looking for. So far, those look the closest. They're basically chrome steelies is what I'm looking for. Yeah, those are probably the closest. Yeah, we're going to have to go with those. Because, like, most of those rims are two-dimensional. So you really have to take a guess with it. And that looks like that's it for the burrito. On to the Infernus, then. Okay, we'll have to see what we can really do with this, because I don't honestly think there's all that much stuff that can be done. I am going to start with the color again, because looking at the color really makes my reference pictures like pop a little more to me. And I'm going to do metallic this time. Going for a yellow. I should have the picture up on screen if I'm not dumb. Where's the yellow I'm looking for? Honestly, bright orange looks closer to the yellow that I'm looking at. I think. Maybe not. Yeah, we're going yellow. Okay. That's already... boom, done. Now, the other two big things are the spoiler and the rims. But I gotta see what all there is for that. We're gonna leave that stock. Why didn't I didn't even know there was painted as an option. Hood. What in the actual fuck? Why? No. No, I'm not doing that. The original hood is flat like that. So we're gonna leave that. Not gonna mess with the headlights. Plate should already be done. Respray's done. Spoiler. Now, this is where it becomes interesting. Ooh. See, the original, I don't think I have a picture of it, but I could find one. The original curves, like there's no ends up like that. Because I was thinking classic. I think classic's going to have to be the closest, which just happens to be the one on there. Because we can't really get any closer to it than that. Skip that. Then just wheels then. The original wheels, now keep in mind, I'm not doing a real-life Lamborghini. I'm doing the GTA Vice City version where it looks basically as close as you can get to it with what we have. Now, since street is a new option, I want to look through these. Oh my god, those are like the exact rims from a C4 Corvette. Those are like spot on. Actually, those are close too, because we're looking for 5-spoke rims. Wow, some of these are nutty. I might have to use those ones on the Phoenix. The problem is I don't want really low-profile tires on this car. Those are the exact ones I'm looking for, and they're free. Okay. This is going decent so far. Okay. On to, what is our next one? The Sabre. Okay, as I wrecked this all the way on the way here, I actually did base this off of a regular Sabre from Vice City, but I decided let's do the Sabre GT, in order to, I don't know, it fits it a little bit better and is a little bit more of a rare car. Start bumpers. There's actually no type of chin spoiler, and I know for a fact the rear's just going to be painted, yeah. And there's no painted bumpers on the original. Exhaust. Yeah, it's going to stay rear. That doesn't have side exhaust. I mean, you can really pick any one of these you want because it's so... the way the graphics of Vice City are so off that you really wouldn't be able to tell what exhaust it has. Grill. Now, grill, on the original, I'll actually, because I took a picture of every Vice City version of the car that I'm doing today, the ones I actually own, and I think the original grill looks better than the one on Grand Theft Auto 5. Like, I like that open look. Like, the front of the car in Vice City looks meaner than this one. Like, there's no turn signal lights in the grill. There's no badges in the grill. It's just dark black. And I think that looks really good on this car. Hood. Hood is going to be a little bit weird. I don't think there's actually going to be any type of hood modification to this at all. Yeah, it's just going to be regular stock, which kind of stinks. Respray. Here's going to be the fun part. Let's do this one first because it's going to be silver, which I don't know if we're going to want to. We might want to do metallic on this, to be honest. The silver's going to look a little bit weird, like it's going to mix in. Yeah, we're doing silver. And on the original, there is no Sabre logo on the sides of it. So that's going to make it just slightly different. We're going to look for a nice, darker, metallic red. I think a little bit lighter than that, though. See, we're going to get a little bit of bleed through, which is going to be the weird part of this. What I might be able to do is get some... That's really bright, though. Like, I don't... Grace is probably the closest we're going to get, because it's dark, but not really dark. Let's see if I can do a pearlescent and make it just slightly darker. I know if you put black in it, it's going to darken it down. Yeah, wine makes it a little darker. So I think that's about as good as we're going to get as far as the paint job goes. Not going to worry about roll cage. There's no types of spoilers on the originals either. No, I don't want to leave. Turbo and wheels. Again, we're going with the dog dish rims, which is starting to be a very common thing with this. Like, every vehicle in the game has, like, dog dish rims, and it's weird. I think they kind of look weird on the newer version, but that's what the original has. And that's going to be it for the Sabre. The next one is the Blista Compact. Holy cow, I just paid every bill I had. Okay, on to our 6th vehicle.
What miracle did you
The
want me to
Blista
perform?
Compact. Yeah, I wrecked it just on the way in here. There's not a whole lot we're going to be able to do with this one. Like I said, there's some that it's just change color of the car, change rims. Mostly because there's not any upgrades to be done. This one, again, the exhaust doesn't really matter. I'm going to do it with the dual because that's probably more accurate to the real-life one. Hood. The original is literally just a stock hood again. Most of these vehicles are going off of the original stuff. Respray. I'm going to do classic red on this. Some form of red. Again, it's like a darker red. Yeah, like that. That's probably much closer. And the bottom color, this one's actually going to be a little more interesting because it's not black. It's kind of an off, almost silver. I think we might actually have to move to metallic for this. Yeah, I'm gonna do the dark steel with metallic, and then primary I'm gonna go to metallic and pick another red. What was it? Yeah, we did. Yeah, that's probably gonna be better. I know there's bleed through on the bumper right now, but it might change when we go outside, so it won't look so weird. No roll cage roof. What can you even do there? Oh, sunstrip. No sunstrip on it. Side skirts. I didn't even look. Huh. No, it doesn't appear to have a side skirt. And there's no spoiler on it either. It's just the old plain Jane. Turbo and wheels. Now wheels, this is going to be a 6-spoke, but it's kind of like that 90s look of rims that like aren't really impressive at all. So I'm going to have to go with these ones. I mean, they're free and they're close. There anything? No, that's it for that. What is after that? The cheetah. Okay, again, I don't think this one's going to be much other
What's wrong with her now?
than the color of the car and the rims. I don't remember there being much to change on here. Oh, maybe there is. Go through these quick. Ooh, I think we might have to go with the stock one, because the sport splitter adds a lot of stuff that's not on the original. This one's actually a little more accurate. Rear bumper. What is the difference? Oh, that's just primary or secondary engine exhaust. Again, with the exhaust, you can pretty much pick whatever one you want. They're not that different. Fenders. What? Oh, that just shows the inner panel. Which the original doesn't even have an inner panel. That whole side is just smoothed. So I'm probably gonna... I don't know. I like that one. Yeah, and it's smoothed on top too. So you could pretty much go with that one, or that one. And honestly, they're probably not gonna be noticeably different. And it appears the one I have is the most accurate one. Unless there's a smoothed version where it only had that back scoop, and that was it. Respray primary. I'm gonna go metallic on this. It's gonna be blue. But what type of blue? Ooh, I think it's gonna be regular dark blue. Secondary, metallic. Dark blue. What's the trim for this? Oh, that's just interior color. Roof. You can do a sun strip. And this, the original doesn't have any form of sun strip. Skirts. Now down the whole side of the car, it is just blue. So I'm going to just change the stock one over to that. Spoiler. The original does not have a spoiler, and I didn't realize how many of these there were. Yeah, we're going to stay with the original one that I have. Let's get past those wheels. Now this is a little bit different. We finally got a different type of wheels, which it might even be in street that they look kind of close. Now the originals are like actual spokes. They're spokes, but there's like a solid piece of metal in the middle. I've seen a couple that looked close first time through. Where is it? Kind of like those, but not quite. Those are actually probably the closest thing that we're going to be able to get to what is on the one in Vice City. Windows, and that is it for the Cheetah. On to the Phoenix now. Okay, with the Phoenix, I do know we're gonna have some issues with the blower on the front, because you're not gonna be able to match it close to how it is on the Vice City version, because it's more like tucked into the hood and a lot smaller. First thing, bumper. There are no chin spoilers. Exhaust, rear. I might have to go with, I don't know. I'll go with the oval ones. The big bore. Explosive grill. On the original, they have the grill covered like that, unfortunately. Hood. This is where it's going to be slightly weirder. Well, I guess it still is kind of buried in the hood like that. Because it does have a bug catcher like this, but it's slightly different. There's like a surrounding of the hood around it. Lights. Gotta have them. Plate. Don't think I did the plate yet. Respray. Okay. This is going to be a little bit interesting. metallic. Gonna do a red. Basically, the exact color scheme of the what was it? The Sabre that we did earlier. Yeah, we're gonna have to go Grace Red on that. And then secondary, we're gonna have to go metallic silver. Might even be able to get away to try to prevent the bleed through. Might be able to even do... Nah, it still bleeds through pretty good. That white one, though, it really doesn't seem to, but we'll still go with that. We're still going to go with the silver one just to hopefully dull that down a little bit. After we get out of the garage, it might look different. Roof, there were no T-top options on the original. Side skirt, also it didn't have any side skirt options or a spoiler. Yeah, it has a spoiler technically, but it's just a lip spoiler. It's not like an actual spoiler. It's actually like the one that's on it right now that suddenly appeared after I looked through the option. Like, you see how there's that one? That's cool. Okay, so I got the one I needed. All you have to do in order to get the one you need is hover over a spoiler option and then back out. That's pretty cool, actually. That's closer to the spoiler I was looking for. No suspension or transmission, turbo, onto wheels. We are going to have mesh. Oh, wow, those are... I don't want them that low profile. I want to get up into the ones that you actually have a tire. Like those. Those are really good on this. Yeah, we're going with those. The Aero Star. The newer ones. That really looks like it too. That one's probably one of the closest vehicles without a lot of customization options to do. Why is my spoiler back to being dumb? Okay, let's see if when we leave we're going to have that type of spoiler. Yes, we do. Okay, so I guess that's the last option you want to do. Yeah, get that little lip spoiler. Okay. On to the Deluxo now. Okay, the original Deluxo obviously didn't hover like that. But they do have the Deluxo in Vice City as an unlockable vehicle. I believe if you do the second list vehicle. Okay, armor brakes, engine. We're going to go straight to exhaust. Again, not a very picky one on here. I'm going to just keep the original. No explosive. Front bumper. Ooh, okay, let's do the color first. We got a red on this. I feel like I picked a lot of red colors for this. Mostly red and blue. It's actually a very bright red. Let's do Formula Red. And secondary is also going to be Formula Red. Because a lot of this car on the Vice City version is very... most of it's painted. There's not very much chrome or anything. Okay, back to front bumper. Ooh. Okay. The original does have a little bit of a bumper strip, so we're going to stick with that. Grill. Now, that one already looks close, but I'm going to keep looking, see if there's something else. Yeah, I think that one that we looked at is going to have to be it. Because it does have that cover in the middle. And the hood. The hood does not have any vents in it. So we're going to skip past that. Lights plate, that should already be done, and it is. Already resprayed. Side skirts. The side skirts on the original appear to be painted. So we're going to paint those on here. Spoiler, this is like one of the really big things that really make the look different. Where is it? Right. That's the one. The super spoiler. Available on every single one of the original ones. Transmission, turbo, wheels. Again, we're going to have 6-spoke, basically the exact same ones. From... what one was it? From the Blista. If we can get them. It's pretty much going to be the exact ones. Yeah. I wish there were more flat. I'll actually go... yeah, I'll go with the V2 ones. And that is it for this. On to the last one, which is the Sentinel. Okay, on to our final car, the Sentinel. There is a different version of the Sentinel in Vice City. I think it's the XS, possibly. I'm not 100% on that. But we're gonna be doing the standard one. Oh my God, there's some ugly options for that front bumper. Now the original front bumper, well, I guess we're gonna have to. I don't even see anything different between these two. That says carbon lip. Oh, okay, I see. So we're gonna have to go with the stock one. Rear bumper. Also gonna have to go with the stock one. We're not gonna do a roll cage in this. Engine, exhaust. Ugh, why are... like, all the exhaust looks shitty on this one. What on earth? Those don't look aluminum tipped, they look burnt. Fenders. We are not going to be doing fenders. Now the grill might be one of the only things that are actually going to be different. Not really. I'm going to do the stock one. The only difference from the stock in this one's the headlight wipers, but I like the wipers on it, but we're going to go back to stock. The hood... wait, what? Why would I want a lifted hood? The hood looks basically... that is stupid there. It looks like a regular smoothed hood. Like the first option. Livery. There are no liveries on the vehicle. So we're going to just skip past that. Plate respray. Now this respray is going to be very different because the car that I'm doing has like a gasoline green color to it. So we're going to be doing at least one different vehicle today. Oh yeah, that's definitely gasoline green. My God. What is even... oh, the side strips. Those are gonna just stay black. What trim color? That's just the interior. Roof. No sun strips on it. None of those. Actually, it might have an antenna. It doesn't. I might have to make a rally car out of this, to be completely honest. Because this has some cool stuff. The louvers are too straight, though. They need to be curved more down. I believe the XS versions of this are the ones that have the louvers on the back. Like, there was... at the top of the hill on Grand Theft Auto 3... there was a Sentinel that you'd always be able to find. Like, that Mafia used these ones all the time. Like, it'd just be all blacked out Sentinels. Skirts. There's no skirts on it. Wheels appear to be 6-spoke again. Yeah, if we were doing the XS, you would... yeah, it is the XS. Okay. Yeah, okay. I say... because that's an option on here. It would be basically the only difference between the XS version and the one we're doing is the XS would have that type of spoiler and it would have the louvers on the back window. That's basically the only difference between that and the one we're doing right now. And wheels are the last thing. So it's just 5-spoke wheels again. Like I said, they didn't really have that many options back then to really do rims. And the rims that they did do didn't look that great. We're going to go with these ones. The V1 this time. Wow, that is very, very weird to see. I feel like we couldn't really get the grill to look quite right. Because the grill in the original has almost a Rolls-Royce look to it in the middle. Where this is just straight across. It's all horizontal. Okay, that is all 10 cars that I decided to do. Mostly, it basically worked out like perfect. I even have the shirt and everything for it. I tried to make him look kind of like Tommy too, but I think basically this row is gonna be more of... these have more options to them, so it was a little bit... we were able to get a little bit closer, but obviously there's some things like on the Hermes, there's not... the grill isn't exactly how I would like it. I tried to get it as close as I could, but the one that really stuck out to me would have to be the Phoenix. The Phoenix looks so much like the original one, even though I couldn't get the exact hood I was looking for. And the Deluxo is really close, too. Obviously, the Ballista's close, but it's not like there was much that you could do on that anyway, because the original was, like, stock. But that is all 10 of them that I decided to do. This actually took a lot of work to do this video because I had to go find all the vehicles. I already owned most of them on GTA 5, but I had to go find all of them on Vice City and then pick what colors I wanted, like, to inspire the ones in-game for GTA 5. Literally, even I had to beat Vice City in order to even get a couple of these vehicles. Actually, the Deluxo is, I think, the only one in this video that I had to beat the game to pretty much get. But that is going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. And if you did enjoy the video, check out one of my previous, next, and related videos, and don't forget to check out my social medias in the description down below.